Welcome to the DoNow Show, the place that features entrepreneurs from around the world that have fun in business. Listen as they share how they create from a place of fun by flipping the overwhelm of how into the possibility of doing how. I am your host, Terrell Van Hemert, the co-head honcho of DoNow.co, where it's all about resting in uncertainty, but creating regardless. Let's go.
Hello, entrepreneurs. This is Daniel Postma, your more handsome host for us the DoNow podcast. Hi, Carol. So our guest today is Eric Finnigan from the cold, freezing mountains of Colorado. As you can see, he's warming himself by that beautiful fireplace. How you doing, Eric?
I'm awesome, man. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So Terrell's got some questions for you, so I hope you're ready because he's gonna nail you good. So go ahead, Terrell.
In one sentence, how would you describe copywriting?
One sentence. I would say it's written word used for advertising and marketing to like enrapture your potential customers, your existing or potential customers.
Good. And is that what you do?
Yeah. So I work with clients mainly in email marketing and email copy. So like writing cold emails to potential clients, autoresponders to people that had opted in through a lead magnet, like a free report or something like that. You'll send them say 10 emails over the course of 20 days, getting them more interested in your product and your service, hopefully to buy something from you at some point. So yeah, I do that. I do email copy for clients.
Cool. What about copywriting do you find fun? How do you create that fun as you write?
That's a really good question. So I think of copywriting as more like it feels like stand-up comedy to me. Like there's a lot of parallels. So like if you think of stand-up comedians like Jerry Seinfeld, my favorite one of all time, like he spends a year perfecting one joke that takes 30 seconds to tell. He'll write like every day, jokes out every day, but then he'll go out on the road and perform it and perfect it for a year. And some of the jokes he's been telling have been perfected over like 2 decades. So it's like a setup punchline kind of thing where they're constantly iterating the best way to say certain things to maximize the impact. Okay. So it's also very like economical in its language. So the really good copywriters, really good comedians can say like something really funny or really high impact in 5 words that'll take like novices a whole sentence or 15 words to say. So like they're really, really good with language, the same way that comedians are.
That's brilliant. I love that analogy. So if they have to spend that much time to perfect a joke, how much time have you taken and what has been your process and steps to master copywriting?
I'm not a master yet. I want to be. But basically,
Young Jedi, you're getting there.
So how I learned and how I started, and I still do this, is taking classic sales letters that have sold, hundreds of millions of dollars or billions of dollars in product and services, and taking those letters, printing them out, and then hand copying them on notebook paper by hand, front and back, about an hour a day. And that's like, it's sort of, you learn sort of subconsciously, or I learned subconsciously. It sort of soaks into my subconscious, like how these people are using language, how they're structuring sentences, how they're structuring their pitch, their offer, to get people interested right at the first line. And also, so they read all the way through the 2,000 words or whatever it is to the end where they actually make the offer and say, okay, print your name on this coupon and mail it in. Yeah. So it's sort of like diving in and being immersed in this like really good copy.
I absolutely love that you said that. So I'm going to interrupt for a second. But yeah, so Eric is actually one of the guys, even though we were all in this foundation class together, he was actually in a training program with me. He's one of the go-to guys for copywriting. Even like when I have a question for covering, I always ask Eric. And he's been super consistent with it, so he's been inspiring me. So I've been doing some copying of my own. Here's a letter that I've been copying and writing it out. And
Nice.
he makes these English mistakes, and basically just make fun of people for making mistakes and then selling products to fix it. And I absolutely love that.
Yeah. See, isn't it funny? It's like a joke, like, you know. But the thing is, these things work, which is crazy. It's crazy to me. But I mean, I buy stuff all the time, and clearly copywriting works on me too. You know.
All right, so this takes a long time. Is there a shortcut that you could give or tell someone in order to get here faster?
Yeah, two things. So I would start learning copy by printing out this letter called Lazy Man's Way to Riches, written by Joe Karbo. It's like one page. You can copy it on a one-page line notebook paper, front and back, perfectly. Do that 10 days in a row. It takes 45 minutes each day. So do that. That's 10 days. The second thing, if you really need copywriting, you can hire me and I can do it for you.
Fantastic. Where can people go to find you when they want to work with you?
So probably the best way, by the time this gets up there, I'll have my website up. I think I don't really know anything about tech, so I don't know how long these things take, but it'll be autopilotemail.com. And you'll be able to email me, eric@autopilotemail.com.
Cool. We'll put all that in the show notes, so it'll all be there.
Sweet.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming on, Eric.
Thanks, guys. This is sweet.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Eric.
All right. Talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
So if you enjoyed what Eric had to say, we want you to do the action, the challenge that he had given you. Daniel, can you go ahead and describe what that challenge was that Eric gave?
Why if I swallow?
Nice tie, by the way.
Thank you. It's on my head. So, Joe Karbo wrote a letter called Lazy Man's Way to Riches. It's one of the most high-selling pieces of copy in the world, in history. It's phenomenal. It's super solid. So, get a copy of that, print it out, get a notebook, and every morning for 10 mornings, 10 days, write out the copy that's on the page on 2 pieces of paper, front and back. I mean, you only write it out once, but it'll probably take you 2 pieces of paper to do it. So just copy that by hand. Do that for 10 days. Your life and copywriting will improve forever. And that's how Eric said is a really quick way to get you started, like a shortcut you to becoming a copywriter fast. If you enjoy it and you like it and you're good at it, man, you can go places. People spend up to $2,500 or to $250,000. People spend a ridiculous amount of money to have people write really good sales copy for them. So if that's for you, you can make a living just writing copy. So, okay, go for it.
Go do it!
Do it, do it, do it.
That was fun. All right. Bye-bye.